What did you really love to be are and actually tapped into your destiny and your passion? I have a question. Why aren't you successful? Why? Because of your age? Because of what, your race? Because you were born poor? Because of your educational status? Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm too fat. I can't be successful. Oh, I need to get, I'm not pretty. I'm not pretty enough. I can't be successful. I don't have money. I don't have the resources. Stop making excuses as to why you're not successful. You actually have to tap into who you are and tap into your destiny. But how do you do that? You do that by actually learning to embrace who you really are, learning to accept who you really are, and love yourself. If you don't love yourself, there's no success. If you don't embrace who you are, if you don't be authentic, your authentic true self, there is no success. There's no such thing as success. You see, I almost ended my life a year ago. I struggled for over 10 years with completely hating myself, with not believing in myself, with having zero confidence. Do you think I would be able to stand up here today if I didn't work on myself, if I didn't tap into who I was? I would have not been able to speak here and look at each and every one of you and be able to be confident and successful as I am today if I would have not have loved myself. And what happens is we're so brainwashed by society. We're so brainwashed by these standards of beauty, of success, of what success should look like, of how we should look like, of how we should act, of what we should do, because according to society, it has to be this way, right? But what if I told you that that's not the truth? That's not reality. That reality can be whatever you make it to be. You can tap into what your reality is. You can create your own reality and your own destiny and your own world that you want to create. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you love, that's your destiny right there. But if you don't tap into it, and if you don't love yourself, if you have so much self-doubt, if you have so much fear, because most of us are run by fear. Most of us are run by excuses. We just keep making excuses. Oh, I can't do this. I don't have money. I can't start a business. I can't go after my dream life because of this or this or this or this. But that's not reality. You're just making an excuse as to why you can't do it. But are you actually going and doing it? Are you actually going and facing your fears? Are you getting out of your comfort zone? Are you getting out of your comfort zone? Because all of us are so stuck in a comfort zone all the time, Netflix, TV. Let's just go home and watch TV. Let's just eat unhealthy food. Let's just scroll on TikTok or Instagram, but you're actually wasting your life away. You're not actually tapping in to who you really are. You're not facing your fears. You're just living a comfortable life. And most people live a comfortable life because of fear. We're scared of uncertainty. We're scared of taking that risk. And because we don't believe in ourselves, right? So the first thing is you're afraid. The second thing is you're comfortable. You want to stay in the same area. You want to stay in the same thing because it's easy, right? It's easy to sit and go home and watch TikTok or watch Netflix or just eat junk food or do nothing for the rest of your life. Stay in the same thing that society puts you in, the same mold that society puts you in, because you're afraid, right? Your parents tell you, oh, you go to you have to get a career, you have to study, you have to, do this, you have to do that. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, but what do you really want? What is it that you really, truly want? Are you just going to live the rest of your life doing what your parents tell you to do, what school tells you to do, what TikTok tells you to do, what society tells you to do? Or are you going to get up and do what you want to do and tap into what your reality is, right? Everyone has their own passion. Everyone has their own type of thing that excites them, that burns inside them. It's like a fire that's inside your soul, right? From the moment you're born, you have potential. You have so much potential. But most people waste their entire life and do not tap into their potential. And it's not because they don't have the resources. We have endless resources around us. The resources that we can tap into, that we have access to, it's endless. It's right there. It's all there. You just have to grab it. You have to receive it, and you have to go after it. You have to take that risk. So how do you love yourself, right? So what I had to do, how I started to love myself and really accept myself, is I had to reprogram my mind. I had to brainwash myself because I had such limiting and negative beliefs. I would always think that I'm not good enough, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm undeserving, I can't do this, I can't do that, I cannot be successful. Oh, I'm poor, I don't have money. How am I going to make money? I'm going to just, become a nurse because that's easy, because I can get a stable job, because it's safe, it's comfortable. And I did that. But I had to reprogram my mind. I had to brainwash my mind, and I had to realize, what are my fears? What is holding me back? It's myself that's holding me back. It's not society. It's not your environment. It's yourself that holds you back. So you have to reprogram your mind. Number one, you have to brainwash yourself with positive thinking. Remove all those negative thoughts that, hold you so captive. Remove all those negative beliefs that you've had since you were born, since you were a child, and start to brainwash yourself with positivity, with things that you want to believe. Second thing I had to do was, after I reprogrammed my mind and brainwashed myself, I had to learn to take risks. I had to get out of that fear and take consistent action. So whatever I did, if I wanted to do something, like for example, today, I'm scared speaking here. It's scary. It's scary to speak and stand here and speak in front of hundreds of people judging you. When I was on Miss Universe, I was scared. I was scared to walk in front and be seen by millions of people. Being a curvy, a not, perfect size body, that was scary. That was terrifying. But I did it anyways. I took that risk. That's what you have to do. And the third and final thing is to really tap into your environment. So change your environment. If you want to change in your life, you have to change your environment. So if you're surrounded by negative thinking people, if you're surrounded by people who don't believe in you, if you're surrounded by people who have this, lack mindset, or a mindset where they think that there is no such thing as success, they're continuously making excuses, they're constantly complaining, then you are also going to become just like them. There is no way for you to grow if you are surrounded by people who drag you down. So you have to put yourself in an environment that will lift you up, that will give you confidence, that will boost you up, that will be able to help you succeed. So surround yourself with people that actually, that are successful. So I try to surround myself with business people, with people who I aim and aspire to be like, because of course, you're never going to get 100% where you want to be until you actually put in the effort, put in the consistent effort, and actually face your fears and take action. You need to stop making excuses. You need to stop complaining. You need to stop listening to what society and people tell you to do, and really embrace who you truly are and love who you truly are. Be your authentic self. And when you are your authentic self, and when you really love yourself, that's where you find your passion. That's where you find your values. That's where you find what you really want. And then that's when you can go after what you want and actually succeed and do something that makes you truly happy and live out your purpose in this life. So I encourage you all to actually go and live out your purpose, to actually do what you want to do. Don't just take the safe route. Don't just waste your life doing things that you feel forced to do, but actually do what you want to do and actually tap into who you really are. And I encourage you all to really love and accept who you are, because there's only one you, and you only have one life. And if you waste your whole entire life comparing yourself, complaining, making excuses, then your whole life is gone. And what's the point? Then your purpose is wasted. Who you are is wasted. So yeah, I encourage you all to do what I just said. Love who you are, tap into who you are, and embrace who you really are. And that's where you can find your destiny, your passion, and that's where you can find success. Thank you.